Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams and happy Monday, everyone. You came to the right place to get your week started because it's time for some motivation. Here's the quote. When you give joy to other people, you get more joy in return. You should give a good thought to happiness that you can give out. You've heard of the saying, what goes around comes around. Well, it's so true. The more light, love, and joy you put out to others around you, the more you will get it in return. We are all human beings and we have feelings. Everyone needs a good pep talk, some motivation, and kindness from others from time to time. So why not share that positive energy with others? Sometimes when I end the show, I say to you, while you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today, because you never know how your smile could impact and improve someone else's day. On today's show, we are kicking it off with some important information about cybersecurity. Your data can easily be hacked and sold on the dark web. So we are getting some tips and information from the owner of Nerds on Site. And later, the fun continues at Umi Restaurant as I explore their entrees and taste their sushi sample platter. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Did you know that each year approximately 620.5 million ransomware attacks happen from hackers? Here to give us some cybersecurity tips is Charlie Regan, the Capability Expansion Orchestrator at Nerds on Site. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So, wow, that is a lot of attacks that happen. And I'm sure that people think that their software and their data is up to date where they're not prone to get those attacks, but actually they are. So let's start off by sharing about Nerds on Site so we can get an understanding of your business.
Sure. We're in the technology business, but in the care and feeding and security of technology inside our client's environment. So whether it's a SOHO, an SME, or a corporate enterprise, our job is to make certain that nobody takes your stuff.
Yeah.
Criminals, cyber criminals especially, only make money when they get your data out of your system and into their hands. And that's the real issue. Most folks, this is a very old expression now in this reasonably new arena of cybercrime. Mm-hmm. There are two kinds of people in the world: those who are breached and know it, and those who are breached and don't know it.
Right.
The real, I don't mean to raise alarm bells or any such thing, but the internet that we all travel on, about 15% of that internet is the one that people traditionally travel on using their browsers, Brave and Chrome and whatever. 85% of the internet is called the dark web. And the dark web is populated by cyber criminals who aggregate, repackage, orchestrate, and sell data.
Wow.
Including yours and mine.
Right.
They find it all over the place. For most of us, we don't necessarily believe that we're at risk, but our information is in hospital databases, in government databases, in online shopping databases, all of whom have been breached. That's why when you go on to a site called Have I Been Pawned, you'll find out that, in fact, your personal identifying information is there. It has been breached. And it's for sale on the dark web, anywhere from $2.50 to $2,500.
Wow.
It's remarkable. So
yes.
it's really a challenge to make sure that we understand it's here and it's not going away. It's very real.
It is real. And you make a very interesting point because sometimes people think that they are actually the ones getting hacked or they're the ones that's getting breached personally on their devices. But you are saying, it's the other places. It's the bigger companies that hold your information for a variety of reasons, for important reasons, but maybe their security isn't the way it should be. And so as consumers, as we are using the internet, what can we do to help protect our data?
The number one thing you can do is something called multi-factor authentication. That means when you go on a site, you make certain that it's a two-step process, not just your password. A frightening article was released yesterday that claims 95% of all passwords can be determined by AI-enabled cybercrime organizations just by the sound of your typing. They don't have to get it anywhere else. So your password is quite important, and you can't have the same password for everything.
Right.
You need to change it, and you need multi-factor, which means there are times when you go on your banking software or you go online to your bank and it sends a text to you and you have to punch in a 6-number text. That's multi-factor authentication. It just means that there are 2 steps to make certain that you can't be breached quickly or easily.
Yes. And so so we talked about us personally as consumers and how we protect ourselves. What about the corporations? What about the businesses who may be breached? What can they do to kind of lessen that threat that's on their systems?
Right. Well, incident response is what happens when a company experiences a breach. And that means all devices have to now be sectioned off and they have to be cleansed. There are lots of different technology terms for that kind of thing, but quite literally, it's taking an acid bath, making certain that this particular device is now clean and clear.
Right.
We had a company with operations in 4 countries, 5 plants, and they had 3,600 devices, about 250 servers. And we just happened to be, by happenstance, called in the night that they had ransomware triggered on their devices. And that means you get a screen with a skull and crossbones or some such thing. And now they're inside your system and they're trying desperately to make money from you. But again, what they do is they ransom your data. And companies have had this. Some of them are sticking to the law and they're reporting it, but many do not.
Yeah.
And that's why all of our stuff is already out there on the dark web. But once they are hit, they have to cleanse their devices to make certain that there are no cyber criminal bots inside their system. And again, they make money by getting your data out. And many, in fact, the vast majority of major cyber software companies, they find ways to prevent another breach. What we've done with Nerds on Site is we have a patented process called Don't Talk to Strangers. And it's literally basic principles with our children. First thing we tell them when we let them go on the street, don't talk to strangers.
Right.
So we go into a company, we'll take a look, and we'll show them what we call data drip. Here's data that's going out of your system right now to these 17 countries. Do you have clients, suppliers, or trusted associates in any of those countries? And if they don't, then we close the data drip. Our protection is not defensive, it's offensive. We just don't let anything out. We call it sovereign data custody. Whatever your data is, it's your liquid gold, it's your possession. We just don't let it go anywhere but a place where you said it's okay for it to go.
Wow.
There are 2 different approaches. One is defensive and one is offensive. And we have chosen and patented our offensive process so that, in fact, nothing goes anywhere you don't allow it to go.
Right. That's so important. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Charlie, for sharing that information and giving us a sneak peek into some of the future technology ways that hackers are actually using our information. So we appreciate that. And we look forward to chatting with you again.
Thank you so much. Take care, Jim. Nice to meet
you. You too.
Bye now.
And if you would like more information about Nerds on Site, we'll have their website listed below. And make sure you change your passwords and make them strong. We'll be right back.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
This segment sponsored by Umi. All right, we've tasted the appetizers. Now on to the entrees. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Jessica.
All right, so I'm excited.
As you should be.
This looks so good, and this is only just a portion of all the variety of things that you all offer. So talk to me about, I know that you said that you all focus on steaks, sushi, and
seafood. Yes, absolutely. And we have phenomenal chicken dishes as well. We have a great pineapple chicken, teriyaki chicken, chicken skewers, all kinds of different things. And the sauces can also be cooked to order. So again, if you're a little more used to a more traditional American fare, that can be easily prepared here as well.
And I love something that you shared with me. You said I could eat here every day, or you probably do, because you're like, there's so many things on the menu to taste.
Absolutely.
And it'll give you a different flair. You're not going to get sick of the same thing because you guys offer so many different things, which is so great. Okay, Rachel, we're gonna start off with the sashimi.
Yes.
Okay, I said it right, guys. It's been a challenge. Okay, and then also the sushi rolls.
Yes.
Okay, so share with me. So first off, the proper way of eating it is by dipping it into the soy sauce, right?
Yes.
Or an optional way?
Absolutely. So the most traditional way to enjoy your sushi, sashimi, nigiri, the ginger, it's a pickled ginger, and that is used as a cleansing agent between bites so that the flavors are unmingled. So it's the most authentic way, to exactly have a bite first and in between trying different types of sushi or sashimi. And then if your palate allows for spice, just to dab a little bit of wasabi on the underside of one portion of the sushi roll and then to dip the other side in soy. It is the most traditional way to enjoy sushi. Yes.
I would love to try the traditional method. Okay, so you have to teach me, so I'm gonna grab a roll.
Absolutely. So what you have there is just a traditional California roll.
Nice.
It has our kanikama, avocado, and cucumber.
Ooh.
And so the most traditional way to enjoy sushi is to smear just a little bit of wasabi on one side of the roll.
Okay.
And then to dip in the soy on the other side.
Okay.
And enjoy all in one bite, so all the flavors mingle.
Right, okay, and then you take it and flip it.
Absolutely.
And wasabi is very spicy and very good. It will
little
clear
goes
your
a long
nose. Clear your sinuses. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that was fun doing it the traditional way because I felt like the wasabi hit me last.
Absolutely.
Because of the order I put it in my mouth, but I guess you could do it the opposite way.
Absolutely.
To hit you first, you can have fun. It's wasabi and soy sauce. So for the next tasting, I'm gonna show you all how I typically do it.
Absolutely.
Which is by taking a little bit of the wasabi. And I'm a spicy girl, so I like it a lot.
Me too.
But the best thing is you can actually just add a little bit at a time to get to your taste buds. And I can always tell by the color that it turns when it's just right. So we'll grab the salmon. Get a good dip on that, yes. And now you say that one is a blue fish?
I think that's a bluefin tuna, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see what bluefin tastes like. A little dippy dip. That is fun. Okay, and lastly, let's try this interesting item over here. Fish, please let me know what this one is.
Absolutely. So that is an eel.
Eel.
An eel sashimi.
Yum. Okay.
And sashimi is all raw. Not all sushi is raw, but all sashimi and nigiri is raw. But there are many, many sushi rolls that are not raw.
I've had eel before. Eel has a more fishy
Yep,
taste to it and
absolutely.
feel. If you like that earthiness and really eating from the sea, you'll get that flavor with that. But they each have their own components and nuances
Absolutely.
that really pop, which is fun to be able to try each of those. Okay, awesome. Now it's time to cleanse our palate and then keep tasting.
Great.
Okay, Rachel, what's next? Look at this baby. Wow.
So this is one of our specialty rolls, and it's a customer favorite. It is called the Dr. Singh roll, and believe it or not, this is a half portion. So if you're looking on our menu, there's a half and a full. This is just the half. So the base of this roll is a shrimp tempura roll. Just tempura essentially means fried, so a fried shrimp roll, and it is topped with fresh mango, kanikama, shrimp, lobster claw, scallions, and our spicy chili oil.
Wow.
You can request the spicy chili oil on the side if you are a little bit sensitive to spice as well.
That spicy chili oil, I had a little taste. Wow.
Oh, good.
It packs power and flavor.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just, so you can just kind of
Yeah.
rebuild
just kind of
it
build
and
it
just
up
kind
or
of
eat
get
it.
all of it, because there's so much. It's like a whole party happening over
And people are like, "Where's the roll?" Like,
Right.
under all the goodness.
here. Wow. Okay. I think I have a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, it's like Jenga. Don't fall.
So good.
Wow. Whew. That roll packs a punch. I mean, so much excitement. It's such a fun roll because you have so many flavors that's flowing through. I really like just the basics of the tempura, because it adds that crispy crunch right in the middle. That's great. And then of course all the stuff on top. And what'd you say? There's crab?
Yes, there's crab, shrimp, lobster claw, and fresh mango.
Yes, very fun. The Dr.
Singh roll.
Dr. Singh roll. Okay, that's a yummy one. And then lastly, what do we have over here?
So we have our lobster lo mein, and this is pretty phenomenal. So you have your lo mein noodles, fresh seasonal vegetables, a sweet butter or sweet wine butter sauce, and of course a lobster tail.
Oh.
It's a great one. So it is cooked in our sweet wine butter sauce, but you can also drizzle some additional on there, especially for your lobster tail, or if you just want some additional flavor, you know, kick it up another notch.
So one thing about me, Rachel, I love lobster.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes,
Look
me
at that nice
too.
piece there.
Crab and lobster, I feel like you just can't go wrong.
Right, exactly. So I love this. Here we go, guys. Mouthful, another mouthful for real. This meal seems very hearty.
Yes.
Like it really can fill you up. I mean, you could probably share it. It's so
Absolutely.
big. And it has unique flavors. Like I'm processing the hits of zucchini and squash that you get is an interesting combination with the lo mein. And then of course you have your flavors of the lobster. Wow. So much flavor, so much colorful excitement on this table. And now I have to choose Jessica's favorite pick. Okay. Okay, this is going to be hard. I am a sushi fan, But I think my favorite pick is going to be the Dr.
Sing.
Dr. Sing. Yay! It's so much fun, and I really feel like it encompasses everything on the table, really, all in one. I mean, you have your sushi roll within it, a little bit of lobster, a little bit of vegetable and fruit, and a flair and flavor, and that chili sauce.
That chili oil. Woo.
Chili oil is amazing. Thank you so much, Rachel.
You are so
for
welcome.
walking us through your menu. All right, guys. Well, you have to come in for yourself to try out their different items and wash it down with the Umi 75 cocktail. We'll have more information about Umi Restaurant listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Umi.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And you can always rewatch episodes of Living Local 15 on WANE.com and also by downloading the WANE app. And remember, when you give joy to other people, you get more joy in return. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your Monday, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group. Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.